Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Warplan Orange as the Allies in a 1926 start with Super Dreadnoughts. Last time things were kind of calming down around Midway. We had a couple altercations, tweaking our submarines around Japan, a little bit of action down in southern Philippines, Mindanao. And now I'm looking at what to do next. That's right, we're loading in some troops, potentially shift to an offensive footing somewhere. Some transports. These are returning. Yes, they are. Then we have the Shubrick, which has no endurance, so we're going to need to get a Tinker out there. A couple of destroyers, light cruiser, and AO's ordnance resupply ship. Forget what the Oilers are called, but you know what? I'm just going to use the AO. I'm fine with that. Load them up. Because it's ordnance, it'll only do supplies. Nope, it will load fuel. Cannot load fuel. Or cancel load fuel. Alright, there we go. Load 4,000 fuel. We'll head out there and resupply those guys. First one we want to do is our poor hapless destroyer, the Shubrick. And we have the Maryland should make it back no problem. The North Carolinas are headed in. Minesweepers. Right. We'd done everything we needed to for this turn. So let's go ahead. Our SL1 attacked. Oh, an actual combat. These are the transports off of Midway, the battleship group. Nighttime surface combat, 7,000 yards. Japanese are fleeing. I don't think they have torpedoes anymore. I think we can safely move, just skip the combat. That's going pretty well. Sunk one troop ship, another one heavy damaged. Hopefully with the heavy damage, they will slow down. Most likely they'll split the group. Which is not what we want. Japanese still trying to make a go of it. And here we are on the 17th of July. right. Thought we grabbed the 1st Cavalry Division. So we got the 2 squadrons. I won't worry about that too much then. Alright, Arizona and Pennsylvania are back. They have a little bit of system damage. Get them disbanded and repaired. Thought they were out of fuel completely. Apparently there's a minimum that I was not familiar with. Oh man, they're gonna get stranded. Any fuel up here? Any fuel on the way? I don't recall. Let them return. Return to Midway. I won't make it, but that's alright. New Caledonia. Rabaul. Alright, and they still have a port capacity, minor though it may be. All forces making progress to help the 1st Indian Division. Keep the rest of our troops settled. Sparrow Division is relaxing in place. I'm surprised they haven't advanced on Luzon. They're just kind of sitting there. Not used to it, it's weird. Then we have troop transports. Load some troops. What kind of troops do we want? Think Armored Car Company. And 1st Indian Division? Aren't they down here already? Yeah. First Armored Car and the rest of the Indian Division. First Armored Car is already there. Hopefully they'll cross-load to make room. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to disband them. And can't. Not be disbanded. Cancel. Disband. Alright. I goofed that one again, so we'll just let them do their thing. I will grab a couple of destroyers if I can find them. Ones from the other transports. And we'll try to load an armored car And the 1st Indian Division. There we go. That should work. Then we'll set them to drop them. Davao would be ideal, but requires going around Mindanao. Risky territory. We'll reevaluate as we get closer. Submarines are in place. Couple spares hanging out. Still waiting for things to shake down and everyone to get into their final positions. We'll keep things moving. Yeah, somebody attacking that 16. Another day of bombardment with similar casualties as before. And here we are on the 18th of July. All the destroyers from the west coast finally arriving. Hey, how about that? They automatically resupplied. From the looks of it. There's the rest, and that should bring us down to very little left. Everyone should be headed back to Pearl Harbor. Leave them to relax right there. Minesweepers are headed that way as well. West Virginia and Washington needing some time. Not too concerned about Rabaul. Our bombardment groups are headed on their way. Leave that submarine for now. Both groups headed back to Singapore. And submarine still shaking out. Like there's a whole group headed over there. I think we're good. Things are speeding up now that the action has died down. Another destroyer trying to find our subs. And another day of bombardment in Mindanao. Oh, it's slightly more even that time. And here we are, 19th of July. Maryland and the Colorado needing a little bit of time. No fuel in Midway yet, but they should be carrying some. Yes, excellent. Still loading the troops for the Philippines. Almost done. A little bit of supplies. We have fuel. enough. Enough for the operations we intend. Submarines are continuing to shuffle around, not too worried about them. And I believe that is it. Well, they know the sub is out there, they just can't do anything about it apparently. Another attempt by the Sakura. Another day of bombardment. Or no accomplishment. And 20th of July, we're making good progress this time. Got our destroyer back, she'll be in the dockyard for a month or so. Got the transports, which I think I'm going to disband for now. I have nothing to do nothing for them to do. Load more fuel on the replenishment group, and we'll try to get them over here to help with the West Virginia and Washington. Iron is not allowed. Stop that. There we go. That should set them straight. Our divisions are departing now. We have our larger groups coming back. And more submarines shuffling. I have a curiosity. A lot of sorties. So we've lost the Saratoga and the Cincinnati, and other than that, destroyers and patrol gunboats. 2 of the Dutch coastal ships, and 1 submarine. In exchange, we've gotten the Karama, mine layer, bunch of destroyers, minesweeper, and a bunch of transports. The Japanese are winning on points as far as bases go. We've lost more points. Ships as well. That's kind of confusing. Allied Army lost points versus Japanese Army lost points. Is that like points we gained? Oh, that is points that they have gained to add up to 81, 82. 5,000 plus 100, 5,100. 52, 53, 50. No, that doesn't quite add up either. It's close enough, answered what I wanted. And we are go. Hey, our submarine actually finds the transport. Tanker that. 3 torpedoes, 3 shells. That's an unhappy tanker. Another day of bombardment on Mindanao. Casualties seem a lot better. And here we are on the 21st of July. Get our transports moving. Check on the Philippines and our new transports. These guys almost returning, and we can get a couple groups out then. Activity's been pretty low in this area. Plug that hole. And replace our submarine over here. Let's return to Shanghai. Get some new torpedoes on it. And there we go, that tanker sinks. Gulf Force gets into the combat. Allied shock attack. Whoops. Yeah, that went poorly. Guess I forgot to change Gulf Force's mission. And back to 22 July. There, this battleship should move at least 2 spaces. And by there, no retirement. Set all to defend. Oh, Sparrow coming along. 28. Punish all ships. Disband the rest. Let's see, is there anything else I want to send to southern Philippines? Artillery would be nice. The 1st Indian Division was supposed to be gone. A different portion of the 1st Indian? It is. Subdivision 4. We're sending more to the South Philippines. So, another transport. Do want them to unload quickly, so we will bring a couple of troop transports. With a couple of destroyers. Loaded with Indian Division, and I think this time we'll add in the artillery. The Indian Division having some field artillery regiment that we can attach to it. It doesn't look like both together. Hopefully it is. I'll be disappointed again. They don't combine properly. And then we'll make one more transport group. This will be the full escort, and I don't really care how long it takes to load and unload them. I'll put a bunch in this group. And we will load on more armored cars. All the armored cars. And we'll grab... I want to say grab the... Well, we don't really need fighter bombers yet. All the more reason to get them going. We'll load them too. We'll set them for Manila, where they'll unload all the above. We can continue forward. I have more destroyers, but they're being serviced right now, and I don't want to interrupt that. Groups are maintaining position. Submarines continuing to shuffle around. Yeah, still trying to find our sub over there, south of Tokyo. Apparently, one of the troop transports sank. I think that was the second ship we got with the L group off of Midway. Japanese tried bombarding. Bombardment again. No avail. And here we are on the 23rd of July. They completely bypass us. Sure did. They're gonna make it back just fine. Send the replenishment group over there, just in case. Fuel is almost at Midway. Nothing happening over on this front. Aero Force halfway there. Two groups loading up. No movement on northern Luzon, and the subs are doing their thing. Okay then. That was a quick turn. Ah, Japanese ships up in the Yellow Sea. Our sub duking it out with a transport. Replenishment ship. It's a torpedo in. Oh, beautiful. So our submarine took a few hits, but we got 3 torpedoes into the replenishment ship. Or ordnance ship. Oh, she comes back for a second round. Interesting. This must be off of the Yellow Sea. Yeah, this is the Asiatic fleet. I'll close in and tear up this troop transport. Surprised we haven't seen a large Japanese surface contingent come into the Yellow Sea to kind of drive these guys back into port. Actually do not take it out. That's surprising. And our daily dose of bombardment. Oh wow, they actually gained. Ever so slightly. And here we are on the 24th of July. Our Marine Division on its way to Hawaii. Midway is getting resupplied now. No supplies yet. They are unloading. Excellent. Maybe they replenished the ships first? Yep, looks that way. Or rather, the ships got all the fuel as it was offloaded. Our two other groups, how are the destroyers? Very little damage. Perfect. We can send more over if needed. Kind of want to let these go. We'll send more as time permits. A6 with severely depleted torpedoes. And really not that much damage. But damage nonetheless. Let's get her back to Singapore. Grab a fresh submarine and stick it out there. They need to return. Go back to Qingdao. No retirement allowed. We need to refuel. And so do you. That'll be all of them. That was a fairly busy round. Submarine's actually doing something. But not that it's actually all quiet. But that's about all the time I have for today. I need to take a break. I appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.